Anime dropped this year, number 34. The Dangers in My Heart. 3 episodes watched, 4 out of 10. This one has the unfortunate position of being one of those shows where the first episode is something of a hurdle to overcome. It starts off with some ranting from the lead character that honestly made me incredibly uncomfortable. It's some real incel type stuff that did not put me on his side at all. Which, for some shows, that might be fine, but for something that goes on to be a mostly harmless school romance series, it's not a great note to start on. It does eventually reveal that this kid is just a try-hard edgelord who doesn't really believe any of this stuff and is just trying to be his misguided interpretation of cool. But you do still have to sit through that stuff right at the start of the series, which makes it hard to get into at the start. After that point, there's some other uncomfortable stuff too, particularly the way that the other boys of the main character's class talk about the girls that they like, which is just gross to listen to. The show does paint them in a light that's less than favorable, to be fair, but it's also something that ends up making me not want to watch. Once again, the worst of it is in the first episode, where in trying to tell a bigger girl in his class that he likes her, one of the boys just ends up going on a rant about his fetish for big girls, which is just really uncomfortable to watch, and I hate that it works out for him. Speaking as a bigger girl myself, finding out my body type is just a kink for someone does not endear me to them. And all of this discomfort is a real shame because at the end of the day, the main pair of the show, outside that ranting early on, is pretty cute. Just two weirdos being weird, a testament to the power of being cringe together. I want to enjoy them, but there's so much of that discomfort lingering around the edges that always rears its head just as I'm settling in, that I end up in the position of not wanting to start a new episode when I sit down to watch anime. I've said it before, but for me, the drop list isn't a forever thing. I might end up picking this back up down the road, but right now, some of the elements are bothering me too much for me to want to engage with this show.